The global AI landscape is undergoing a massive seismic shift. And if you haven't been paying attention to the East, you are missing the biggest story in tech right now. Chinese AI models aren't just catching up anymore. They are actively dominating global developer platforms, securing mind-boggling valuations, and quietly poaching top-tier talent directly from America's own backyard. In today's deep dive, we are breaking down the absolute explosion of Chinese AI progress that happened in late February 2026. We're talking about a startup that generated an entire year's worth of revenue in just 20 days. We'll look at the Chinese robotics company being dubbed the next Tesla, and we'll expose the aggressive new recruitment war, where Chinese tech giants are infiltrating Silicon Valley to secure high-level semiconductor and AI engineers. Welcome to the China AI Update, your premier source for cutting-edge intelligence on the Eastern tech frontier. If you want to stay ahead of the global AI curve, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get into the data. Let's kick things off with a massive development on OpenRouter, the world's largest AI model API aggregator. If you want to know what developers are actually using, this is the benchmark. And the latest weekly data is staggering. Out of roughly 8.7 trillion tokens consumed by the top 10 models, Chinese models completely dominated, accounting for 5.3 trillion tokens. That is a commanding 61% share of the platform's top volume. In fact, the top three most called models on the entire platform were all Chinese: Minimax M2.5, Kimi K2.5, and GLM5. Minimax M2.5 alone parachuted into the #1 spot, with a colossal 2.45 trillion tokens consumed. DeepSeek V3.2 also comfortably secured a spot in the top 5. Why is this happening? It boils down to two critical frontiers: coding and agent workflows. We are seeing a massive surge in token inflation as users move away from simple chatbot queries and start relying on AI for complex workflows, like refactoring entire code bases or running autonomous agents. But the real killer advantage here is the cost. Let's look at the math. Both Minimax M2.5 and GLM5 cost a mere 30 cents per million input tokens. To put that into perspective, Claude Opus 4.6 charges $5 for the exact same volume, making the Western alternative almost 17 times more expensive. For output tokens, Claude Opus 4.6 costs $25 per million, compared to just $1.10 for Minimax and $2.55 for GLM5. Developers are voting with their wallets, and the sheer cost-to-performance ratio of these Chinese models is reshaping the developer ecosystem globally. This surge in API usage brings us directly to our next massive story: the unprecedented financial explosion of Moonshot AI, the creators of the Kimi large language model. They just released their native multimodal model, Kimi K2.5, which is capable of deploying up to 100 agent avatars to run parallel tasks. The financial results of this release are frankly hard to believe. In less than 20 days since the launch of K2.5, Moonshot AI's accumulated revenue officially surpassed its entire total revenue for the whole year of 2025. Let that sink in. An entire year of revenue eclipsed in under 3 weeks. This meteoric growth is being fueled by a massive spike in global paid users and surging API call volumes. Investors are swarming. Following a series of continuous funding rounds that pulled in over $1.2 billion, Moonshot AI has achieved the highest funding amount in the large model industry over the past year. More importantly, this makes Moonshot AI the absolute fastest domestic Chinese company in history to evolve from a startup into a decacorn, meaning it has officially crossed the $10 billion valuation threshold. While Western media focuses heavily on OpenAI and Anthropic, Moonshot AI has quietly built an empire that is scaling at a terrifyingly efficient speed. But to sustain this kind of hypergrowth, you need world-class hardware and the absolute best engineering minds on the planet. And China's tech giants have realized that to win the global AI race, they need to go straight to the source. Right now, heavyweights like ByteDance, Baidu, Alibaba Cloud, and Minimax are aggressively expanding their research and development teams directly on US soil. They are systematically targeting high-level artificial intelligence and semiconductor talent in prime American tech hubs. ByteDance, the parent company behind TikTok, is leading the charge. They have actively posted more than 100 AI-related job vacancies, specifically in San Jose, California, and Seattle, Washington. They are hunting for tech leads, research scientists, and engineers for various specialized AI teams, including the Seed Department, which focuses on the Seedance 2.0 model, the Vision Applied Research Team, and the team behind their tray coding product. Meanwhile, search giant Baidu is taking a different, highly strategic approach. Baidu has posted targeted job vacancies in Sunnyvale, California, focused entirely on semiconductor design. They are aggressively recruiting for roles in CPU development, system-on-a-chip architecture, and design verification. This is a massive signal. Baidu is doubling down on tech hardware self-reliance as the global demand and geopolitical tension surrounding high-end AI chips reaches a boiling point. This isn't just a brain drain. It's a calculated repositioning of global talent to secure the physical supply chains of the future. Speaking of physical hardware, the realm of embodied AI and smart robotics in China just took a massive leap forward. Enter AI Squared Robotics, or Pingfang, a company that industry insiders are now widely calling the most Tesla-like robotics startup in China. They just closed their Series B funding, raising over 1 billion RMB and pushing their valuation past the 10 billion RMB mark. Backed by giants like Baidu and state-owned CRRC, this company has secured 12 rounds of funding in just 1 year. Why the hype? Because they aren't just building chatty toys. They are building production-level, general-purpose robots using a proprietary physical world large model called Govla. Their latest robot, the AlphaBot 2, features a wheeled dual-arm structure with core components certified for over 50,000 hours of fault-free operation, and they are scaling fast. In December 2025, they delivered 100 units in a single month from their own production lines, and they have concrete plans to scale capacity to 10,000 units by 2026. They've already signed a massive 1,000-unit order with global panel manufacturer HKC for industrial sorting and assembly. They're even rolling out Mofang smart service spaces across major Chinese cities, where autonomous robots flawlessly craft hundreds of coffees and ice creams a day. If physical robotics are replacing blue-collar labor, AI coding assistants are fundamentally altering software development. Alibaba Cloud has just dropped a nuclear update on the developer community by launching the Balian Coding Plan. This new service aggregates 4 of the most powerful models on the market: Qwen 3.5, GLM5, Minimax M 2.5, and Kimi K 2.5. By subscribing to this plan, developers can seamlessly switch between these top-tier models while using popular AI agent tools like Qwen Code, Claude Code, and Klein. But the real disruption here is the pricing structure. Alibaba is aggressively democratizing access to enterprise-grade AI coding. Their Lite package offers up to 18,000 requests per month for an introductory price of just 7.9 RMB. For power users, the Pro package allows a staggering 90,000 requests to handle thousands of complex code-based tasks for only 39.9 RMB in the first month. Alibaba's own Qwen 3.5 model is a marvel of efficiency here, boasting 397 billion total parameters, but only activating 17 billion during inference, making it a highly cost-effective powerhouse for complex programming and agent evaluations. Chinese developers now have access to a hyper-cheap, hyper-efficient AI coding infrastructure that drastically lowers the barrier to entry for software creation. It's not just about code and robots. AI is saving lives. In a landmark breakthrough published in the prestigious journal Nature, a Chinese research team from Xinhua Hospital has unveiled DeepRare, a revolutionary AI-powered diagnostic system for rare diseases. Diagnosing rare diseases is notoriously difficult, especially in regions lacking advanced genetic testing infrastructure. DeepRare changes the game. Testing shows that by using only a patient's clinical phenotypic information, meaning just their observable symptoms and traits, without any genetic data, the AI achieved a first-attempt diagnostic accuracy of 57.18%. That is a staggering 24 percentage point improvement over previous global models. When genetic data is added to the mix, accuracy skyrockets to over 70%. Unlike older black box medical AI, DeepRare provides a transparent, traceable chain of evidence for its reasoning, pulling from vast medical literature and real-world cases, which solves the critical issue of doctor trust. The team is now planning to initiate a global AI alliance to validate 20,000 real-world rare disease cases over the next 6 months. Finally, let's look at enterprise media. While consumers have been playing with basic AI image generators, the corporate world has struggled to find AI models capable of feeding massive, multi-story commercial screens. To bridge this gap, tech services giant iSoftStone has launched the Meitong AI Super Resolution Visual Model. This isn't your standard 4K output. Meitong AI is capable of generating mind-bending 60K resolution dynamic videos and 300K resolution static images. This perfectly caters to the colossal curved screens and digital corridors found in modern megamalls and transit hubs, completely eliminating the blurring and distortion issues common with standard 4K generation. Furthermore, the model has been rigorously trained on an exclusive database of Eastern aesthetics, allowing it to seamlessly generate culturally resonant visuals involving traditional water and ink styles, regional architecture, and cultural symbols. High-end commercial centers like Beijing's SKP and DT51, as well as massive retail chains like Haidilau's sub-brands, are already deploying this tech to turn their digital spaces into fully immersive, constantly evolving visual experiences. From shattering API usage records to mass-producing industrial humanoid robots and pushing visual generation to 60K resolution, the speed of Chinese AI innovation in early 2026 is nothing short of breathtaking. We are watching a complete restructuring of the global tech hierarchy in real time. If you found this intelligence briefing valuable, please hit the like button to help the algorithm and subscribe to the China AI Update so you never miss a breakthrough. We'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Do you think Western models can maintain their lead against the sheer cost efficiency of these new Chinese open source giants? Drop a comment, and we'll see you in the next update.